Hello, and welcome to NASA Summer of Innovation. I'm here to discuss using the MyNASA data server for the Earth's energy budget activity. The background information in the lesson states the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, indicates the amount of polar ice in the northern hemisphere is shrinking due to changes in Earth's climate. You may wish to remove this statement from the background information given to students. The statement summarizes the answer to the lesson's overlying question, removing some of the inquiry from the lesson. Instead, concentrate on the key question for the lesson: how does the Earth's energy budget relate to polar ice? Use the question to determine if students are able to draw the connection between the extent of polar ice and climate changes. Scrolling through the lesson, you will see that the lesson does not contain an easy-to-follow set of directions for students if they are to access the live data server. My suggestion is to copy and paste the student background and directions into another document suitable for printing. By creating another easier-to-follow set of directions such as these, you'll have fewer problems when students access the live data server. You may also combine some of the previous vocabulary terms and readings into one neat package for students to use as a lab sheet. Step 1 in the lesson asks students to watch a short entertaining video on global warming. The video is by a popular variety act, and students really enjoyed the video. The video is not a NASA-produced video and is optional. Step 2 asks students to access the relevant polar ice and Netflix imagery via the live access data server. Separate students into groups of 2. Assign each group with a focus year of study from 2001 through 2005. The focus month is January. Depending on class size, it may be necessary to assign the same years to different groups. Because you're examining winter in the Northern Hemisphere, you can also choose to vary the student groups by assigning December or February from the same years, 2001 through 2005. Here are the basic steps to accessing the live data server. To begin, select the live data server link within the lesson. Then you click Choose Dataset. Several choices are presented. Select Cryosphere. Then select Monthly Snow Ice Amount. This is the only choice. An interactive map will load. Students then select the month and year of focus for their maps in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. The range is from 1994 through 2008. Click Update Plot at the top of the screen and the map will download. The blue regions on the map produced represent areas not covered with snow. The white regions show the extent of snow cover. Notice the scale on the right side of the image. The scale represents the percent of the region covered with snow or ice. Obtaining the Netflix maps follows the same steps. Notice at the top of the screen you can click on Choose Dataset to return to the original menu. Select Atmosphere, then select Atmospheric Temperature. Then select Near Surface Air Temperature. You'll return to the output screen with the interactive map. You'll again choose the month and years assigned and click Update Plot to generate the map. The atmospheric temperature map produced is shaded to represent amount of flux. Recall that flux is the energy transferred per unit area. The equatorial regions have the greatest heat transfer in watts per meter squared. These regions are red. The polar regions have very little flux, represented by a purple or blue color. The next step is to analyze the questions. Students can answer them in small groups or as a class. You may also choose to have students combine into larger groups to answer the questions so that they have more years to analyze. Thank you for joining us as we explore together in NASA's Summer of Innovation.